Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Tuesday. I had to think for a minute. Happy Tuesday to you guys. So guys, I'm driving right now. So as always, I ask for your forgiveness for any background noise. So I just wanted to stop in and chat with you guys really quickly about not abandoning your post, not giving up on that thing or that person that God has been very, very clear to you about sticking with it. And so what's going on right now is a lot of people are getting extremely frustrated, because again, there's so much uncertainty, again, because things aren't just moving as quickly as they think, or because doors keep closing in their face. Whatever your deal may be, it seems as if everything that was promised to you is just not happening. So people are getting frustrated. They're becoming, hopeless, a lot of disparity, and they just want to give up. They just want to take the easy route out. And I'm not speaking in a suicide attempt, but and then again, sometimes, but I'm not speaking in that. I'm speaking more so less about just wanting to abandon the post and go more towards something that's easier. So it's like you're settling. So it's almost like, okay, the one thing that I wanted, let's say it's that house, car, whatever your thing is. It's like, okay, it's becoming more and more difficult to attain, It seems like it's never going to happen. That is the trick of the enemy. So what he will start doing is he will start to show you something that looks similar, but in your spirit, in your soul, that is not that thing. So even though it looks good and it almost looks like, well, you know what, I'll just settle for this because maybe it's just a little bit less than what God has promised me. And the minute you settle and you accept the lesser thing, then you have abandoned your post, and that blessing will no longer be available to you because you didn't trust God. You didn't trust his timing. So trusting God, trusting his timing is the most difficult thing sometimes, because again, we're fleshly beings. So we're so used to getting things in our own timing and creating things for our own selves. And this season is different. This season is completely different. If we don't learn anything else in this season, what we're learning is that, every time I start to make a recording, Satan always sends a man to either tap on my window or toot his horn at the light or what? Okay, we're going to rebuke you, Satan, right now. And 1 second, guys. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm making a recording. You see, I lost my train of thought. One thing that we are realizing right now is that if we don't learn anything else from this season, what we're learning is that we don't have control. We don't have control the way we thought we had control, honey. So this season we are being taught that we have to do it God's way and God's timing, his will, not our will. So I think that's where a lot of people disparity is coming from. Well, at least the people who I'm in touch with. Like, it's almost like, oh, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? Oh my God, it's never going to happen. It is going to happen, but it's going to only happen for those of you who are very, very strong in your faith. You're obedient. And again, that's not to say you're not going to wake up some days frustrated, because for some reason people think like I'm this walking light and I'm happy 100% of the time. I do like to see the glasses halfway filled, but trust me when I tell you, your girl have her days. When I'm having my days, you won't hear from me because I believe in not transferring, energy over to people. So I think people just tend to think that I'm happy 365 days a year is because when I speak or when I present myself, I make sure that I'm operating in the right spirit. So if my spirit is being tested and your girl want to snap that day, I just stay out people's way because I don't want to transfer that energy over to people when we're already going through our own issues anyway. So no, I am not a walking light 24 hours a day. Trust me when I tell you. But I do catch myself. I shake myself, and then I get back in that mindset of like, listen, all right, listen, your blessings outweigh, whatever it is that you're going through. And that's the same for you. Your blessings outweigh whatever whatever issues that you're going through. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's that marriage that you're ready to walk away from, but God has told you to stay. And see, here's the thing, guys. Sometimes staying is not about us. Sometimes you just have to take the affliction because maybe God will use you and use you as an example who will help change your mate. So we always want to walk away from things or from people when that fire gets hot. That's the easy thing to do. I mean, sometimes it's almost a common sense thing to do. But when God has been clear to you and tell you to stay somewhere, even when you don't have the answer, because now that's difficult for me. That's very difficult for me because there have been times where God have required me to stay somewhere or stay in somewhere, and He wouldn't tell me why. And truth be so, He don't have to tell us why. If He says sit still, you sit still. Do you guys know the meaning of Kizzy is be still? No, sorry. Kizzy is stay put. The meaning of Kizzy is stay put. And I'm the complete opposite. But I'm realizing now what stay put really, really, really is, because sometimes I'm thrown in situations and it's like my first thing is to be like, I'm not even dealing with that. Like, because I'm very careful about the type of energy I allow into my life. Like, if somebody call me with some gossip or some foolishness, like I just shut it down. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay. But then there's times where I'm required to sit into that thing so I can figure it out. Okay, God, what is it that you need from me now? And there's been times where I have been required to sit. And then I realized that me staying was never about me. It was about the other person. So that's why you have to be very careful about abandoning your post, because you may be abandoning your assignment. So it just all depends. Again, let's say if it's a house or if it's a car, and it seems like, okay, every mortgage company, is closing the door in your face, and something opens and then it shuts, and you get your hopes up and it doesn't happen. You get your hopes up again and it doesn't happen. It's almost like a roller coaster. And so I think a great thing to do with that is to start by fasting, because as you know, if we fast, you get a lot of clarity from God and from the Spirit. So fast. And also it could be that God is building your faith. He's stretching you. So how can He build your faith or stretch you or test you if He doesn't keep you on these roller coasters? Because what happens is that first dip, you want to give up. But no, you trust and you stand firm and say, nope, I know what God has promised me, so I am not backing down. So you get on the rail again and boop, you fall on your face. Your feelings are hurt. You're disappointed. So are you going to just stay down? Or are you just going to say, all right, I'm over it, abandon the post and go get the lesser? Or are you going to keep getting back up? If that means you have to get back up 200 times until you finally get that yes. And you know what? The thing about it is, God knows all along what it's going to be. He knows it's going to happen. He knows that door will open. And hi. He knows that he knows that door will open, but it's about building your faith. Seeing how long you can stay. So, and before you know it, you know what's going to happen? That door will open when you least expect it. When your mind is not even on it. When you're not even paying attention. Like, you will get an email, you will get a call, you will get something out of the blue when you're not even thinking about it, and boom, there it is. So as long as you worry about it, it's not going to happen. The more you keep stressing about it, it's not going to happen. Then I'm letting you know now. If you're like constantly putting your hands in it every day, trying to make it happen, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I promise you. It's going to happen when you get to the point where you have tired yourself out and it's almost like, you know what? I give up. And not give up as in I'm abandoning my post. It's I give up, meaning I give up my way. Like nothing is working, so I just give up. Let me just put my pen down, shut this email down, and just go watch a movie. And boom, it happens. It's crazy, guys. It's life. It's life. But so I hope this helps somebody. But whatever you do, guys, because I've been talking to people all day long, and so many people, including myself, we're going through this stretching time, and it does not feel good, but it is for the better. We're going to come out on the other side. We're going to, come out more, trusting God more, and learning that sometimes we have to be pushed into purpose. Pushed into purpose. So that means stripping you of your own will. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.